So the next step is calibrating your gas sensors. And as mentioned before in our checklist, we have two gases. One is our zero gas and the other one is our span gas. So to calibrate a sensor, we start with the zero gas first. So I'm just gonna connect the regulator here. And obviously you have to make sure that there is gas in the bottle as well. The regulator that Maestro provides has a gauge on it to show you the amount of pressure, which relates to how much gas is left in the cylinder as well. So you can see here, there is enough gas in this to calibrate the sensor. So we're going to start with zero gas. So I'll take the protective cap off, plug in the calibration cup, and I like to usually start the gas just before I plug it in, just so it purges any gas from the tubes itself. And now we let this run for 3 minutes before we enter a zero calibration. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. You can set a timer on your phone to let you know when 3 minutes are over. So now that the 3 minutes have passed, we're going to go into a zero calibration using the front panel keypad. Now it's important to make sure that the front panel keypad is enabled. That can be done through the web page itself. So we start with holding the center button for approximately 6 seconds, and you'll get prompted with the password. Our default password is 1111. You can use the up, down, right, left keys to change through the password to whatever you've set it to. You hit the center button, you'll be prompted to calibration. You have to hit the right button to cycle through the sensors you have. And we're calibrating our CO sensor. You hit the center button to select your specific sensor, and you'll be prompted to the CO0. So once 3 minutes are over, you come to this page here and you just hit the center button to allow the sensor to save the zero calibration value. And a 30-second timer will start. Once this timer has ended, you'll be taken back to the calibration page, and that's the end of the zero calibration for the gas sensor. So we'll just wait for the timer to finish. Just have 6 more seconds. And there you go. Now you're prompted back to the calibration page. At this point, you can turn off your regulator for the zero gas, and you can repeat the steps for the calibration gas. So now that we've completed a zero calibration, we're going to move on to a span calibration. So for that, you're going to remove the regulator from the zero gas bottle itself. And again, the best thing is to make sure that your calibration gas is still valid. This one is, and you'll plug the regulator onto the span gas bottle. And again, it's always important to check, make sure that you actually have gas in the bottle itself. So here you can see that the regulator does show that we have plenty of gas here. Once you've got everything connected, you have to just make sure that your calibration cup is also plugged into the right sensor. You can go ahead and turn the span gas on. And a good indicator to show you that your sensor is actually reading is you'll see on the display the sensor value going up, and as you can see, it's climbing. We're at 1.5. So we'll let that run for 3 minutes, and then we will go through the same calibrate span option right there. So after our 3 minutes, we're going to come to our station over here, and a good confirmation to show you that the gas sensor is actually reading. You'll see that there's an actual CO reading that will pop up over here. There you go, 50, which is a good indicator that the sensor is now saturated at a 3 minute mark, and it's time to calibrate as well. The recommended method is to use an actual timer and make sure that when you hit the 3 minute mark is when you start going through the saving the calibration over here. So we're going to repeat the same steps as we did for the zero cal. So we're going to hold the center button for approximately 6 seconds. And you get prompted with the password. Again, you can use the up, down, right, left arrow to change your password. If you've changed it, that's our default password. You hit OK, which is the center button. You enter your calibration mode. You go to your sensor. Once you get to your specific sensor, you hit OK. So the first time we did 0, but the next, you can hit the right arrow and you can go to span. So once you've hit your 3-minute timer, you're going to hit the OK button there. And it's going to start a 30-second timer, at the end of which it will save the value that the sensor reads, and that will complete the calibration for a Maestro gas sensor. So we're just going to wait another 15 seconds there, and now your calibration is complete. One visual check to make sure that your sensor has successfully calibrated is the LED indicators over here. And if they're green, that means all the sensors that are connected on the Vigilante right now are all communicating as expected. So once the calibration is complete, we're going to turn off the span gas. And we're going to remove all the span equipment. And we're going to remember one important thing is to actually plug your calibration cup, also known as a gas sensor protector, back onto the gas sensor. And what that does is it protects it from any debris or any muck actually hitting the face of the sensor and blocking it as well, while allowing the gas to flow into the sensor. And that's your gas sensor calibration using the local method, and it's using the front keypad on the Vigilante as well.